Welcome back to the channel. We brought to the today November 11, 2023 info. I will announce the topics first. Senate Democrats champion women's rights with landmark abortion bill. Biden administration launches bold initiative to combat disinformation epidemic. Biden's economic agenda under fire as critics slam handling of economy. Democrats mobilize for historic 2024 election battle. Let's move on to the detailed news. Senate Democrats present legislation to preserve abortion rights nationwide. In a resolute display of their commitment to safeguard reproductive freedom, a group of Senate Democrats introduced a groundbreaking bill on November 8, 2023. This proposed legislation seeks to enshrine the landmark ruling of Roe v. Wade into law, thereby guaranteeing the right to abortion across the entire United States. The bill, aptly named the Women's Health Protection Act, is a direct response to the Supreme Court's contentious decision to overturn Roe v. Wade earlier this year. At its core, the Women's Health Protection Act aims to prevent states from prohibiting abortion prior to fetal viability, a milestone typically reached between 22 and 24 weeks of gestation. It does, however, allow states to impose limitations or bans on abortions after this stage, but only if they include provisions for the health and well-being of the pregnant individual. Leading the charge on this significant legislative effort are esteemed Senators Patty Murray, Democrat Washington, Elizabeth Warren, Democrat Massachusetts, Tammy Baldwin, Democrat Wisconsin, and Bernie Sanders, Independent Vermont. Their tireless commitment to reproductive rights is fortified by the unwavering support of President Biden and other prominent members of the Democratic Party. Predictably, Republican lawmakers have swiftly voiced their strong opposition to the bill, asserting that it infringes upon states' rights and may precipitate a surge in abortion rates. Accusing Democrats of attempting to establish an unrestricted federal right to abortion, conservatives are poised to challenge this proposed legislation. Given the current composition of the Republican-controlled House, the Women's Health Protection Act faces an uphill battle in terms of passage. However, Democrats harbor the hope that this initiative will force their Republican counterparts to publicly declare their stance on abortion rights, thereby fueling a groundswell of support for these rights ahead of the crucial 2024 midterm elections. Unsurprisingly, abortion rights advocates have hailed the bill as a critical measure to protect the fundamental right to choose, especially in the aftermath of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. They contend that the Women's Health Protection Act is indispensable in ensuring that individuals across the nation, irrespective of their geographic location, can access safe and legal abortion services. The ultimate destiny of this landmark legislation remains uncertain, but its mere introduction has undeniably ignited a fervent national discourse on the topic of abortion rights. As the contentious debate unfolds, the nation will closely watch the outcome with bated breath, acutely aware of the profound ramifications that lie in the balance. Biden administration launches comprehensive campaign to tackle disinformation. In a resolute move to safeguard the integrity of information in the digital age, the Biden administration has embarked on a multifaceted initiative to combat disinformation. Unveiled on November 9, 2023, this concerted effort involves close collaboration with social media platforms and various organizations, with the primary objective of countering the proliferation of false information online. At the helm of this critical endeavor are the National Security Council, NSC, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, ODNI. The NSC and ODNI will join forces with social media platforms to develop innovative tools and cutting-edge technologies that can effectively identify and remove disinformation from their respective platforms. Additionally, they will collaborate with reputable organizations such as fact-checking websites and news outlets to educate the public about the intricacies of disinformation and empower individuals to discern truth from falsehood. The impetus behind this comprehensive campaign is the alarming rise of disinformation, which has been employed to undermine democratic processes, sow societal division, and propagate misinformation pertaining to public health and other consequential matters. The Biden administration has precisely delineated several key focal points that will shape its efforts to combat disinformation. Protecting democracy. The administration is resolutely committed to shielding democracy from disinformation campaigns that seek to manipulate elections and erode the foundations of democratic institutions. Safeguarding public health. Recognizing the pernicious impact of disinformation campaigns on public health, the administration is dedicated to countering false narratives surrounding vaccines, COVID-19, and other crucial health issues. Ensuring national security. With unwavering resolve, the the administration will fortify national security by staunchly confronting disinformation campaigns that disseminate falsehoods about the U.S. military, foreign policy, and other matters of national importance. Concurrently, the administration is actively formulating a long-term strategy to combat disinformation on a global scale. This strategy entails forging alliances and partnering with like-minded nations to collectively address the menace of disinformation. The Biden administration's robust and comprehensive approach to tackling disinformation is widely regarded as a commendable step forward. Disinformation poses a grave threat to democracy, public health, and national security, and the administration's unwavering commitment to curbing its spread is poised to safeguard both the American people and the bedrock of our democratic society. Outlined below are notable actions undertaken by the Biden administration to combat disinformation. Collaborating with social media platforms, the administration is actively engaging with prominent social media platforms to foster the development of advanced tools and technologies that can effectively identify and eradicate disinformation. For instance, in partnership with Facebook, the administration is spearheading the creation of an innovative artificial intelligence tool designed specifically to identify and remove disinformation related to COVID-19. Collaboration with reputable organizations. Recognizing the value of collaboration, the administration is teaming up with respected organizations, including fact-checking websites and reputable news outlets, to educate the public about disinformation and equip individuals with the critical skills necessary to discern truth from fiction. A notable example of this collaboration is the joint initiative with the esteemed Poynter Institute, aimed at launching an educational campaign to raise awareness about disinformation. Global collaboration. In pursuit of a comprehensive and global approach to combating disinformation, the administration is actively working with allies and partners. Notably, in conjunction with the European Union, the administration is spearheading the development of a groundbreaking joint initiative to combat disinformation, transcending geographical boundaries and fostering international cooperation. While still in its nascent stages, the Biden administration's campaign to combat disinformation demonstrates an unwavering commitment to addressing this pernicious threat. With a steadfast resolve, the administration is poised to navigate the complex terrain of information warfare, safeguarding the truth and the welfare of the nation. Republicans criticize President Biden's economic policies amidst controversy. President Biden's handling of the economy has become a focal point of criticism from Republicans in recent months. They contend that his policies have led to inflation, recessionary pressures, and a concerning supply chain crisis. Inflation concerns. Republicans attribute the soaring rate of inflation to Biden's economic policies. They assert that the American Rescue Plan, a $1.9 trillion stimulus package passed by Biden in March 2021, injected an overwhelming amount of money into the economy, resulting in elevated prices. Additionally, Republicans fault Biden for maintaining low interest rates set by the Federal Reserve for an extended period, arguing that this decision further contributed to inflationary pressures. Foreboding recession. Republicans express trepidation that Biden's economic agenda is steering the nation toward a recession. They argue that the Federal Reserve's aggressive interest rate hikes are impeding economic growth and pose a significant risk of a recession. Energy policies enacted by the Biden administration have also faced criticism, with Republicans contending that they are driving up energy costs and negatively impacting the economy. Supply chain crisis. Biden has faced blame from Republicans for the ongoing supply chain crisis. They assert that his decisions, such as port closures and vaccine mandates, have exacerbated the problem. Furthermore, Republicans criticize Biden's trade policies, arguing that they have created additional hurdles for businesses in their quest to acquire necessary goods. Democratic defenses. Democrats staunchly defend President Biden's economic record. They assert that the American Rescue Plan successfully averted an economic depression and generated millions of jobs. Democrats contend that the Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes are essential in combating inflation and will not precipitate a recession. Furthermore, they support Biden's energy and trade policies, claiming that they are crucial for safeguarding American jobs and protecting consumers. Anticipated ongoing debate. The debate surrounding President Biden's economic stewardship is expected to persist throughout the 2024 election cycle. The outcome of the election may hinge on the state of the economy and how voters perceive Biden's handling of it. Beyond the overarching arguments, here are specific instances where Republicans have criticized Biden's economic policies. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, Republican California, has unequivocally labeled Biden's economic policies as a disaster and accused him of leading the country into a recession. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, Republican Kentucky, has asserted that Biden's economic policies are hurting American families and driving up inflation. Former President Donald Trump has characterized Biden's economic policies as the worst in American history. It is important to note that economists remain divided on the success of Biden's economic policies. While some argue that his measures have facilitated the economy's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, others contend that they have contributed to inflationary pressures and a deceleration in economic growth. Democrats strategize for the 2024 elections, mobilizing, fundraising, and uniting the party. As the political landscape begins to shift towards the 2024 elections, Democrats are actively preparing on multiple fronts to secure their positions and advance their agenda. From recruiting candidates to formulating a cohesive message, mobilizing voters, fundraising, and fostering party unity, the Democratic National Committee, DNC, and other Democratic organizations are leaving no stone unturned. This comprehensive approach aims to strengthen their chances of success and retain their majorities in the House and Senate. Recruiting candidates. The Democratic National Committee, DNC, has embarked on an ambitious mission to recruit candidates across all levels of office, ranging from presidential contenders to local school board members. Recognizing the significance of diverse representation, the DNC is actively supporting Democratic candidates by providing them with crucial backing in terms of fundraising and campaign operations. Crafting a resonating message. Democrats understand the importance of a well-crafted message that resonates with voters in the upcoming 2024 elections. The party's focus is likely to revolve around key issues that are highly relevant to Democratic voters, including the economy, healthcare, climate change, and other pressing concerns. By addressing these topics effectively, Democrats aim to secure voter support and highlight their commitment to tackling crucial challenges. Mobilizing the electorate. A crucial aspect of the Democrats' election strategy involves mobilizing voters. This concerted effort encompasses activities such as voter registration drives, extensive get-out-the-vote initiatives, and safeguarding against voter suppression. By ensuring broad participation and engagement, Democrats aspire to maximize their electoral impact and ensure that all eligible voters have their voices heard. Fundraising for success. The 2024 elections demand substantial financial resources, prompting Democrats to place a strong emphasis on fundraising. The DNC, in collaboration with other Democratic organizations, has set an ambitious fundraising goal of $1 billion for the upcoming election cycle. This financial backing will be instrumental in supporting Democratic candidates and facilitating effective voter mobilization efforts across the country. Fostering party unity. Recognizing the diversity within their ranks, Democrats are acutely aware of the need for party unity in order to prevail in the 2024 elections. Uniting factions such as progressives and moderates is crucial to presenting a cohesive front against Republican opponents. Efforts are underway to bridge ideological gaps, promote dialogue, and forge consensus on key policy issues, thereby strengthening the party's collective resolve. Concrete steps taken. Several specific initiatives demonstrate the Democrats' commitment to preparing for the 2024 elections. Democrats.org, the DNC has launched a user-friendly website, Democrats.org, which serves as a hub for active participation in the political process. It provides valuable resources and information on critical party issues, empowering Democrats to engage effectively. Battleground 2024, a new initiative spearheaded by the DNC, Battleground 2024, is dedicated to winning elections in pivotal swing states. This strategic focus aims to secure victories in crucial territories that have the potential to shape the outcome of the overall election. President Biden's engagement. President Biden himself has embarked on a series of visits to key swing states, delivering speeches that address pressing matters such as the economy. These efforts serve to energize voters and emphasize the Democrats' commitment to addressing their concerns. Candidate announcements. As the 2024 elections approach, Democratic candidates across various levels of office are announcing their campaigns, demonstrating the party's breadth and commitment to securing victories nationwide. The Democratic Party is leaving no stone unturned in its preparation for the 2024 elections. From recruiting candidates at all levels to crafting a resonating message, mobilizing voters, and fundraising on an unprecedented scale, Democrats are strategically positioning themselves for success. Party unity remains a top priority, as Democrats strive to overcome internal divisions and present a united front against their Republican counterparts. The upcoming 2024 elections will undoubtedly serve as a critical test for Democrats, who aim to retain their majorities in the House and Senate while advancing their vision for a brighter future. Thank you so much for your time. That's all we had for today. See you in hours with other info.